we doing, guys? Back onto Chung pattern details. We're gonna cover in this video the section that goes forwards and the rear foot turn. Okay, so if you're on this pattern at the moment, it's the big section down the centre line. I was thinking about breaking it up into two sections, but to be honest, it's not that difficult. It's not that bad. Okay, as long as you remember that apart from your knife blocks, everything's in a front stance, you're all good. Okay, the difference becomes there are sections where you need to do some stance changes, and it's the changes that people get muddled on because they end up doing either too many changes or they don't bother, and it becomes disjointed and it looks messy. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'll do the combination forwards once, and then we'll move on. Okay, because I want to go through the stance change details and I want to demonstrate it mostly from the side. Okay, because again, like with a lot of the high grade patterns, the actual hand techniques are nothing drastic. You can figure them out quite easily because they're either stuff you've done before or they're adaptations of things you have done before. Okay, hence why I keep banging on about middle block shapes a lot in the videos, because this shape, this V-shape arm, happens so much in what we do. Here, here, there, here, 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 there. Yeah, it's all over the place. It accounts for a lot of our formals when it comes to patterns. Okay, so as you look at the patterns, you notice that the shapes, the moves, the how patterns work in terms of which way you should go become quite similar. Okay, so the problem always becomes actually muddling your patterns, not necessarily learning new techniques as such. Okay, so we'll do this once forward just so you can see it down the line, and then we'll move on. Okay, so you do your bow, your my Chung. Okay, beginning section. If you haven't seen the details on this section, please go to my last video, check it out. Okay, and into that press. Okay, and then you've got 6 moves going forwards and then turn and then one on the way back. Okay. Okay. This is how it goes. From your cat stance press, in and lift. Knife block. Rear arm, elbow, rising elbow. We are not trying to jab it. It is not over the top. Okay, like in your go, it comes up under the chin, buff, here. Okay? Back stance, front stance. Step. Do it again. Back stance, rear arm, front stance. Easy peasy so far. Now, I don't want to fall off the enemy decking, I've got a few moves to do. Okay? Step. Double to the face. Notice, if I put my thumbs out, my thumbs point at the sky. I am not doing this. Okay, it's not like a high Chung. Okay, my hands are up. I'm in with these knuckles here, hitting into cheekbones. Buff. Step with my right. They come under, around, and here. Okay, now again, this is why I need to do this from the side so you can see like heights and levels and stuff. But this is one of the only times we keep our elbows in for a short, nasty little move here. And again, knuckles are just digging under the bottom of their ribs. Okay, it is not a flat lateral punch to the gut. Okay, we just want to rise up just a little bit so we catch under the ribs. Hopefully, one of them might become a liver shot. Yeah. After that, same as the basics. Back foot turn, high cross block. Now again, you can't see that very much. It's this shape, right hand on top, but we'll go over that in a moment. Okay, I want to go this way. I'm just going to move. Just realised I've still got chairs on my mat. Oops. Need every bit of space I can get away with. Okay. So. I'm going to do is I'm going to start from here, I'm going to go that way, but I need to watch the stance changes in particular. Okay, so if you imagine this is the beginning of the pattern, I've done my Chung, I've done my combinations to my left, I've done my combinations to my right. Okay? From there, in with my front foot. I get my fold ready, to front, into my knife block. Easy peasy. Remember your knife block? Back stance here, V-shape arm, open hand, flat and level, right on my solar plexus, okay? Right on my diaphragm, okay? It is not on my gut. It is not on my back rib like where I put punches. It is not up here in my face or high up on my chest. It is dead centre. It is your centre, your middle. For that backhand. From there, it's almost like this kind of pivots here, okay? I want it to go from my shoulder, okay? I don't need to change this shape too much, okay? I don't need to straighten it to come back. I catch people doing that quite a bit for some reason. They're really weird. Okay, they go drop and lift. Not necessary. Okay, I'm here, up, and it just tightens at the top. Notice it goes from open hand to closed hand. Okay, that one that's by my head closes, thumb down. Okay, I want this top bit flat and level if I can. I want my elbow pointing straight forwards. Okay, when I do my elbow, I'm trying in the middle of camera for this. I'll go from here, and I want that elbow pointing where I'm going. My opponent is dead in front of me. I want to catch them under the chin. If I'm here and I do this, which is what a lot of beginners do, and the elbow's pointing off to the side somewhere like I'm scratching my head, it's useless. You have missed your target. Down the centre, down your centre line. Okay? Right. Knife, elbow, knife, elbow. Okay, you'll have to forgive me because of space. I'll shuffle back a little bit. After you've done those two, step, double to the face. I've extended my arms. Again, I've got that soft elbow. I'm not locking them. Okay, similar to how we downward blocks. Soft elbow, soft elbow. Okay, bam. We then step with our right, and we're here. So under those ribs, if I keep my elbows close to me, it's quite a short move. Okay, back foot turns, which is my left foot turns. I end up left foot forwards. I'm going to recoil on my way round. Bam. Okay, cross block, right hand on top. Okay, I'll do that one more time. Okay, do my opening combinations left and right. To the front. Back stance, front stance. Back stance, front stance. Front stance, front stance, front stance. Easy peasy. Okay, there is no stance shuffling in those last three moves. It goes front, front, turn, front. Not that dissimilar to your basics. Okay, the only difference for our guys is normally we do our formal basics in 3s or 5s, which means you always go left, right, left, and your right foot turns you. Okay. When you're doing this one, it's a bit different because you end up going left, right, and your left foot turns you. Okay, so it's a familiar movement, but you're doing it, for our guys in particular, with the wrong foot. Okay, now years ago, now I'm talking end of the 90s, when I started learning the style that we do, and we always did basics in 4s. Okay, so we ended up going left, right, left foot turns, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 right foot turns. Da 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 left, da 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 right. Which meant you got used to turning with both feet. Okay, that is not how it happens anymore. Okay, we do them in 3s or 5s. Okay, which means everyone always gets used to turning with their right foot. Okay, it's just the way it is. What is interesting, the way we used to do it, is if you had a whole row of kids in a class, and because you did them 4 and turn, 4 and turn, the whole class used to slowly shuffle down the hall because they're always turning towards one wall. So yeah, so they had the whole class sort of shuffling over. Okay. So yeah, so again, training changes over time, and that was one of the changes that happened, and everyone sort of went, oh yeah, okay, we get that. Learnt it very, very quickly, but you suddenly realise that it solves the problem that you're not shuffling down the hole. However, it creates the problem that when you get to a pattern with this, you've just got to teach yourself that one extra technique that's fresh at this point, that you've got to turn the opposite way around. It doesn't happen often, but the odd person does find that a bit confusing. Okay, because they're so used to doing it a certain way, they've not got to unlearn it, but they have to learn it as a new technique. And again, footwork is half the battle with patterns. Okay, so just keep that in mind, but that's the deal. For Chung, when you go down the centre line, back stance, front stance with your left, back stance, front stance with your right, front stance left, front stance right, and then your left foot, rear turn, and into that cross block. Okay, that's it for today. That's the Chung detail. I believe that's detail 2. So number 3, the next one will be the combinations in the middle. Have fun, enjoy.